Welcome to City College Plymouth. It's National Apprenticeships Week and I'm here with Mike Jones, Employer Solutions Manager. Hello. Who is going to answer some questions about apprenticeships. So,
absolutely.
I guess most people know what an apprenticeship is, really, but just very, as quick as you can, sum it up in a sentence. What's an apprenticeship?
Yeah, absolutely. I think people do know in general terms what an apprenticeship is, but apprenticeships have gone through quite a big change over the last few years. So there'll be things that people don't necessarily know about apprenticeships. But first and foremost, it's a job where you get paid, and then as part of that job, you are enrolled on a training course.
Okay.
And they are available across multiple levels, across any ages. So perfect way to train and develop skills.
Okay, so we get it for potential apprentices, but it sounds like a great route into work, experience, money, and skills. But what about employers? What are the benefits that an employer can receive by taking on an apprentice?
Yeah, I mean, there are loads of benefits, and you can look at statistics and things that you can search online around, productivity and the fact that having apprentices improve the workforce, etc., and they're all fantastic things. But really, the key thing for an employer is an apprenticeship is a fantastic way to recruit or develop your own staff to meet the skills that you need within your business. So under the new apprenticeship reforms, very old now, but there are roughly around 700, 800 apprenticeships that employers can go for now. Wow. Apprenticeships are now written and focusing on job roles rather than qualifications. Mm-hmm. So if you're taking on an apprentice or putting somebody through an apprenticeship, they'll be focused on a job role that you need them to do. And the beauty of an apprenticeship is that they are delivered and designed in collaboration between employers and training providers, the education sector, mm-hmm. to make sure that they fit the purpose and the needs of businesses.
So it is a good way then to potentially bring in new talent and to diversify your workforce. I suppose more and more people are now entering the workplace via the apprenticeship route. Would that be right?
Yeah, I mean, it's forever growing, the number of apprentices we're getting. There are peaks and troughs in regards to the amount, number of people going through apprenticeships in today's labour market. But what I would say is it's not a recruitment tool in the sense of let's go out and recruit apprenticeships. It's about employers identifying their workforce needs and then using apprenticeships to enable them, yes, to train them to meet the skills needs that they require within their business. So as a service at the college, we do provide a recruitment service where we will advertise vacancies and identify potential applicants, employees for a business, but really the apprenticeship is about what they're going to do when they're in the workplace.
It can't be denied that it's quite challenging for a lot of businesses out there, but what is quite strange, and I believe this is the first time this has happened in living memory, is something called an employed recession. So we're facing struggling economy, but also businesses are struggling to recruit the right staff and with the right skills. So how can a business person who's watching this video, they've got this problem, they're not getting the right person in, their recruitment costs are starting to spiral. Yeah. How can an apprenticeship solve that?
So there's two things I would be thinking about when it comes to that side of things. The first is, obviously, yes, training is a real benefit to people. People who are employed see training as an incentive. It's something that keeps people employed, it keeps them in work within the same organisation. So using an apprenticeship as a benefit when you're advertising for vacancies for staff, not necessarily looking at, say, the National Apprenticeship minimum wage, but actually saying, I need somebody in this role doing this job, and we are going to train you to do that, is one way of attracting new talent and staff. But also retention of your own staff. It's got to be, the beauty of apprenticeships now are they seem to be the favoured way of delivering career professional development, CPD. The financial benefits to an organisation are really lucrative, and using an apprenticeship training programme to upskill, identify people within your organisation that you can train up or move into different roles is a brilliant way of accessing, retaining your staff.
So just to clarify that, someone who you've had employed for 20 years, you can in theory put through an apprenticeship.
Absolutely, and apprenticeships now cover such a broad range of subjects, a broad range of levels, that, you know, it's not just taking on somebody from school who's never worked in industry before. You can move people into promotions, put them through an apprenticeship to develop the skills that they won't necessarily have gained in their previous job. You can look within your organisation and offer completely retraining opportunities for people if there's a need in your business and you can identify the person.
I guess when you feel like your employer is investing in you, you're going to stay within an organisation. We have people in our own organisation that are regularly put through apprenticeships, and they're really enjoying that opportunity to perhaps get a qualification they didn't do before they came here.
Absolutely. I mean, retention of staff is one of the biggest challenges for employers at the moment, and you know, sometimes pay is not always a solution. So actually, what can you offer? And if you are investing in their future, you know, investing in creating opportunities for them to learn more, develop their own skill set, progress within an organisation, then, you know, for a member of staff, that's a fantastic opportunity. I think also from an employer point of view, there's the crude side of it and the financial side of things. You know, the cost of a degree in comparison to putting somebody through a higher apprenticeship is massively different. The apprenticeship has significant funding support from the government. You know, where the most an employer will pay is around £1,350 for a whole apprenticeship program.
Wow. Okay.
You know, whereas for a degree you could be looking around £6,000 to £9,000 a year.
Wow.
So the difference is massive. But you know, shouldn't all just be based on a financial decision. It's got to be what's right for that business, and that's what we do here at City College. We speak to employers. We talk to them about their training needs. We look at what opportunities are available to them, not just through apprenticeships, but through other training funding programs, other training courses, and we'll put forward recommendations of what's best for that business to effectively fill the gap, hit the need that they're struggling with at the minute.